Hi everybody, my name is Shannon. Welcome to my channel, Another Yarn. Thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. It was a fantastic day today. Hubby and I went out and about and we did all sorts of wonderful things for our 34th wedding anniversary. Some of you may have seen the video yesterday, had a few pictures and a little commentary from my husband, which I absolutely love when I can get him in front of the camera. I think that's amazing. If you did see that, you also saw I finished, yes I did, I finished his socks, which was really exciting and happy for me. I mean, it's Thursday, it's to the toes. That's what we're talking about. Is anything sock, foot, booties, you know, lower appendage related. Since I'm supposed to do at least 10 pair of socks so I can give them out at Christmas time. Yeah, I'm going in the wrong direction. I'm going in the wrong direction. So this is the pair I just finished, and this is hubby's, and these are the toe socks, the Tobby socks, flip-flop socks, however you want to call them. He absolutely loves these, and evidently I have been making these for him for the last few years. I did not remember doing such things. I did not realize that I have done this as many times as I have. So in the spur of the moment, in the spirit of everything wonderful, I gifted these gorgeous things to him for our 34th wedding anniversary, only 34 years. So I gifted this to him, and he was actually really surprised. He kind of expected that he might be able to finagle them from me for his birthday, which is in December, because it's close enough to Christmas. And by then I would generally know if I'm going to have enough to hand everyone out a pair at Christmas time and then have extras that I can give for birthdays if I choose to. My husband and our children, all of them, birthdays are November, December, and January. So towards the end of the year, I know one way or the other. This is the first time that I have gifted him a pair of socks for our anniversary. 34 years. Got this done. And then we were going out and about, traveling, etc. You know how that goes, driving around. Well, he's the chauffeur. I get to go ahead, sit and relax. So while I was sitting and relaxing, you know, I was knitting, I was making stuff, I was working on projects and got something else completed. I even woven all the ends. His socks have all the ends woven in, and this pair of socks that I made for my oldest son, all ends are woven in. All of them are taken care of. This yarn right here, did I have the other one? Did I take it downstairs? I take it downstairs. This one right here is the yarn that I got. I got it at the thrift store, but this is the Darn Good Yarns, and it came in a little box with little tiny balls of yarn in it, and each little ball had 30 grams in it, which is not a lot of yarn. And it had the manufacturer's suggested retail price of $30. $30. I happened to be at a yarn store earlier today and I saw the Unique Yarns, which is also in a nice little box like that, but it's 250-gram balls and it was on sale, or it was priced at $27. Definitely a better deal getting a full 100 grams as opposed to 60. I mean, come on now. Now, granted, with Darn Good Yarns, I don't know if when they were selling those for their Sock of the Month Club, anyone ever paid the actual $30. Maybe they were always on discount. That I don't know. But there we go on that. I have both of them. It was a nice yarn to work with. It is a beautiful pair. I added my own black to it so I could have the finished pair. I have a little sock blockers down here that don't have something on them. My sock, oh, this is what I'm talking about. I have my little sock tree. Yeah, this is one of them. I've got those. They're just sitting there blocking. And I thought I do have another one. I don't see it right now. That's okay. That is just fine. Okay, I was going to put it, oh, where'd it go? There it is. I was going to put it on here. But I do have these done. The yarn itself was great to work with. So if you do have some of these stuffed away in your stash somewhere, get them out and work on them. It's a good yarn. And it made a beautiful, perfectly matched pair of socks. That is spectacular. I love this. So I have one more box of this because I got them at my thrift store, $4 each, right? I'm like, yes, I know what that is. I'd like it. Thank you very much. And just added the color to it. So on the next pair, I think I'll make a little bit smaller, maybe longer socks or something, maybe something along that line. I could use that as the entire thing. Cuffs, toes, heels, but they would be shorty socks if I were to do that. I do like that with them longer. So there we go. Happy to have finished this. Since I don't get to count these as Christmas socks, he will expect another pair of socks at Christmas. And we know how that goes. Even if I said, hey, I'm giving them to you 6 months early, that's not going to fly. We know that. That is so not going to fly. So I will have to make him another pair of socks. I am behind now. I'm not really behind, but I thought I was like really getting ahead. Does that make sense? Yeah, that makes sense. I've got, I know I just showed those 3. That green pair is going to be mine. That is my oldest whip type thing. That was my vintage whip. This one right here, that was my 19-year-old pair of socks. I literally started that pair 19 years ago. These 2 did earlier this year. I've got 2 more that I've already got them stuffed in the bin. I should put those away too. But I have those stuffed in the bin ready for Christmas. So I've got 2 there. Here's this, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 pair that I can give away. So I'm still down 5 pair. Yeah. I keep giving socks away, don't I? Out of the leftover bins, because I do try to make extra, out of the leftover bin, earlier this year I gave my mother-in-law and my niece a pair of socks. And I also gave my daughter-in-law a pair of socks. And I just gave hubby a pair of socks. I'm going in the wrong direction. We noticed this, right? I am going in the wrong direction. Yeah, that is absolutely crazy. Now, out of those 4 pair that I gave away, 2 of them I've made this year. The other 2 were from previous years I happen to have on hand. So I got to work on those. We went out today and we went to a few different yarn stores. One of them was the Loopy Ewe. It was such a joy to go through there. I think I'm just going to show one of the yarns. I might show both. I don't know. But this is the only sock yarn I got. I know that's crazy. Normally I get so much sock yarn, so much fingering weight yarn, and it's absolutely ridiculous. But this is literally the only sock yarn that I got today. This is Feza sock. It is made in Turkey, 75% superwash wool, 25% nylon, 100 grams, so plenty to make a full pair of socks. It's 462 yards, machine washable. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. Can we see the sparkle on that? I mean, you can't miss. Look at that. It's got like tinsel hanging off of it. I have no idea. I've not worked with something like that, but it's got, I don't know if that's going to pull out. It's going to go to an adult that's not going to chew on their feet. So we're good. We're good. No problems. But look at that. I mean, it has golden tinsel just hanging off. I mean, I was so intrigued. I'm like, I want to see how that works. Are we just going to have pieces of tinsel hanging off when I knit the socks? I think so. And I'm kind of here for it. I'm like, oh, that looks so fun. Look at that. And it reminded me color-wise of one of the yarns that I have at the house already. And I grabbed it. And this is what I was thinking of at the store. And yeah, nowhere near. This is Signature. And the Signature is one of my favorite yarns. I've made quite a few pairs of socks with this. This color is called Yuletide, and it does have sparkle in it. Now, it's not sparkle like this sparkle. It's not tinsel sparkle, but it is a sparkly yarn. And I'm over here going, all right, I just finished my socks. I just finished hubby's socks and my son's socks. I gotta start on another pair of socks, right? I mean, the wise thing in me would be to work on, can I actually dig this one up? I cleaned up some in here, but I also piled some things on and everything's on needles. All right, this is attached to stuff. That yarn is not. Okay, see this? Gorgeous. This is my circuit socks that I started earlier in the year. I'm not exactly sure when. And I do have both of them. I have a lot of size 1 needles, a lot of 2 1/4 millimeter needles, a ton of them. Oh, look at that. It's gorgeous. I don't remember where I'm at. And I think I might have lost some stitches. I could find them. I'm sure I could find them. I got that one. And look, see this one, I already turned the heel on, right? That would be smart to work on these. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. You know what I was thinking of the other day? I was like, how far am I on this? Can I just make the rest of it plain one color? But No, not really. I'd have to get this one past the heel, right? And to that part, and then maybe make that decision. I'm like, could I do that and just whip it out? Could I do that? It'd be fine. It would, as long as they both matched, it'd be a pair, right? It would be okay. Oh, I'm so talking myself into that. But this is where I'm at. And I know others of you grabbed this pattern. It is a free pattern on Ravelry. Grabbed this pattern and you made yours. You made yours, you finished yours, you're on your second pair or something else. You just completely just went past, you're done, and you're like, oh, you're still working on those? Yes. Yes, I am. Why? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where I'm at. And obviously I'm at different places. And I started this one because I had a feeling when I was, around that time, around here with this, that I was going to have a second sock syndrome kind of a thing. I'd have one finished sock and not the other. So there, now I have both of them started. That was my reason. Like, yeah, I know it's a little twisted. I have a lot of size 1 needles. Did I mention that? I have a lot of them. Because, I mean, these two have needles right there, and these were my son's needles, and then I got other needles, and these are all ones. Like I said, I got lots of size 1s, because I do 2 at a time, not always, but I do 2 at a time, and I love my double points. If you use circulars, long circulars, short circulars, those little tiny 9-inch ones, whatever, as long as you're getting a fabric for your socks the way you like them, you're a winner. You are a winner. It doesn't matter how you come about it, you're a winner. So you don't have to do it like everybody else. I love the concept of the circular needles and the 2 at a time. To me, that's very fiddly. Kind of like double point is to a lot of other people. Because, your stuff looks like a porcupine. You got all these needles and everything. And the reason I haven't shown it is because it's sitting right over here, but I had other things on top of it. And you can't just grab it and yank. Because, you see all those needles? That's not a good idea. Don't just grab and yank. You're about ready to lose things. And I've done that. Oh, yes, I have. Yes, I have. But that is all right. That is okay. This is what I should work on. And look at this mess. Look at this mess. I mean, that's a mess. It's just, there's so much stuff. Yeah, I'm going to set it right here and pretend I didn't see that. It's fine. It's fine. There's no problems. I did get some more yarn in here. And I think I will probably show. Oh, this is the KNC yarn. This was just fell in the bag. KNC yarn that I got from Joanne before it went out of business. There's something similar to this on Ice Yarns, but I don't know who got KNC. Joanne sold all of their yarn rights to like everybody. Joanne was not picky. They're like everybody. Everybody's got a piece of Joanne, right? So we know that. So if you're wanting that yarn, you have to do some searches, but you can find it. I think tomorrow I might go over some of the other yarns. I do have more yarn in here. Some of the other yarns that I got, why I got them. Oh, I went down a rabbit hole. I so went down a rabbit hole. You know that is 100% the case when literally this is the only sock yarn I bought. And we went to a couple of yarn stores and it was a lot of fun. And this is the only sock yarn, which is crazy. But did we see this? Look at that. I mean, it's like curly and kinky and it's hanging off and it's so sparkly. I have free needles. I finished something. What do we think? I mean, it's not bad, right? Let's play with the new stuff. I can't start. I mean, I can. I'm a big girl. I can do whatever I want. I can't start the this one yet. This is the stuff that I got at Estes Park, and this is Allie Pate's a road travel something. Yeah, road trip sock yarns. And I'm trying to go through my stuff that I got at Estes. And this is, sock yarn, and I just finished a pair of socks. So logic would say if I'm not going to do the circuit socks that are already on the needles, that I would do this. But no, I'm not going to yet. The reason being is I have to find it again. Knitting, something like that. I have to find it again. But there's a sock challenge, knit along kind of a thing. 8 days make 1 sock. And you get an extra entry if you use specific yarns. And Allie was one of the sponsors, so this counts as one of the specific yarns. You can use whatever yarn you want. I just a little extra because I happened to see her and I bought that. But that doesn't start until the 20th of July. So I got to start socks before then, right? I mean, I can't wait until the 20th of July to get another pair of socks on the needles. I have deadlines. I have goals. I don't want to be doing socks in late November, you know, working on them still on Thanksgiving going, I need 3 more pair. I don't want that to be the case. This is so much fun. Oh my gosh. Do I already have the girl socks done? Huh. It's a good boy sock. What do you think? Do you think the men in my life would like that? I don't know. It's so much fun. That is so much fun. I wanna make this one next. I think I need to work on more of the guys' socks, especially since I just gave this one to hubby. I think it's another guy pair of socks that needs to happen. I don't know, but that sparkle, man, that sparkle and then that tinsel hanging off, Christmas socks with tinsel hanging off your socks and everything. Yeah, I think it needs to happen. It definitely needs to, this year, it needs to happen this year. And then of course, this is gorgeous. I've done this one before. If I haven't, I'm surprised. I've used a lot of the signature yarn in multiple of their colors. They come out with new colors every year. It's a good hard wearing sock yarn. It feels good. It looks nice. Oh, did I tell you what it is? No, I didn't. This is 75% wool, 23% nylon, 2% polyester. That's the sparkle. This is a machine washable, reshape while damp, do not tumble dry. I think my family's thrown them in the dryer. I don't know how well it's fared out. 437 yards. I like this one too because as a full price skein of yarn, sock yarn at a yarn store, it's $16. With a lot of the sock yarns, they go $30 type of a situation. Like that's pretty pricey. This one, full price, $16. Absolutely love it. Speaking of inexpensive and at a yarn store, I did get this at Loopy Ewe today. This is the Feza sock yarn and it was $9 and it wasn't on sale. It was just $9. Okay, I'm good with that. This is the only one that had the stuff hanging off of it, this colorway, right? The other ones didn't have things hanging off of it, but I had to get the one with the things hanging off of it. I just had to. I mean, that's just, I've not seen that before. That's like taking Stellina to a whole new level. So, but I had to try it, especially with the price point. I thought that was absolutely magnificent. Loopy Ewe also has an online store presence. So if you were interested in this and you were curious about the $9 sock yarn with tinsel hanging off of it, oh, I should probably tell you the name of it because if you called them and you said, I want that, and you try to describe it, they might get it. I don't know. So this is the Feza, oh, it's color number 8. Okay, Feza, www.fezayarns.com. If you go directly to their site, I don't know. But I did get this at Loopy Ewe in Colorado. I'll link them down below. I paid $9 for this. And I think tomorrow I'm going to show you some of the other yarns that I got because this is sock day and this is the only sock thing that I got. But I did get other stuff in my pretty little bag. I like that nice little stamp bag at the Loopy Ewe. With that, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go because I want to go start some socks. And I want to play with what's in that bag. And I don't know which one. I'm going to flip a coin. With that, I'm gonna let you go. You guys have a great day, night, evening, whatever it happens to be. And I will talk to you again later. Bye-bye.